If your family is one emergency away from financial chaos, you're not alone. Most households aren't broke because they don't make money. They're broke because they don't have a plan for when life stops cooperating. Over 3,000 years ago, one man created a strategy so effective it saved an entire economy from collapse. His name was Joseph. And his plan is basically the world's oldest emergency fund strategy with built in wealth protection. Let's break down exactly what he did and how you can copy it starting this month. Pharaoh, the ruler of Egypt, had a disturbing dream. 7 healthy cows were eaten by 7 sick, starving cows, and 7 full heads of grain were swallowed by thin, withered ones. No one understood it. Joseph did. He explained the dream meant this: 7 years of extreme prosperity were coming, followed by 7 years of devastating famine. Translation in modern terms: a boom cycle followed by a crash. Joseph didn't stop at identifying the problem. He proposed a financial system to survive it. Step one: capture surplus during good years. Joseph advised Egypt to collect a portion of the harvest every year while crops were abundant. Not all of it, just a percentage. This is exactly how smart personal finance works today. You don't need to save everything you need to save consistently. Think about your own life: bonuses, tax refunds, extra paychecks, temporary income increases, months when expenses are lower. Most families treat these like permission to spend more. Joseph treated them as an opportunity to store security. If you saved even $200 a month, that's $2,400 a year, $12,000 in 5 years. Before interest or investing, small surplus plus time equals massive protection. Step two: centralize and protect the reserves. Joseph didn't tell people to just save. He created actual storage systems, cities designated to hold grain safely for the future. Modern equivalent: dedicated savings accounts, not your checking account. Not cash you plan to save, not money mixed with spending funds, real separate reserves, emergency fund, sinking funds, long term savings, money you don't casually touch, because money that's easy to access is easy to spend. Step three: consistency beats intensity. Joseph didn't collect grain once, he did it every year for 7 years. No hype, no panic, no last minute scrambling. Just disciplined, boring consistency. This is where most people fail financially. They try extreme budgeting for 2 weeks, burn out, then go back to normal. Wealth protection isn't built in bursts. It's built in routines, automatic transfers, regular saving, steady debt reduction, predictable investing. Boring beats dramatic every time. Then the famine hit, crops failed across the region, food disappeared, nations suffered, but Egypt didn't collapse. Why? Because they had reserves when everyone else had excuses. This is what an emergency fund actually buys you: time, options, peace, car repair, covered, medical bill, manageable, job loss, survivable. Without savings, every problem becomes a crisis. With savings, problems become inconveniences. Here's the part most people miss: Joseph's strategy didn't just prevent disaster, it created advantage. Other nations had to come to Egypt for food. Egypt became stronger during the crisis while others weakened. That's what financial margin does for a family. When everyone else is cutting back, panicking, or going into debt, you're stable. You can make wise decisions instead of desperate ones. You can help others instead of barely surviving yourself. So, how do you apply Joseph's plan today? Start with these 4 moves. First, calculate your surplus, even if it's small, even if it's inconsistent. Find money that isn't already committed and give it a job. Second, build a starter reserve. Aim for $1,000 first, then 1 month of expenses, then 3 to 6 months overtime. Third, automate the process. Joseph didn't rely on memory or motivation, he built systems. Automation is your system. Fourth, protect your future self. Don't wait for a crisis to start preparing for one. Financial storms aren't predictable, but they are inevitable. Joseph didn't know exactly when the famine would begin. He prepared anyway. That's the real lesson. You don't save because something bad is happening. You save because something bad eventually will. And when it does, the goal isn't to panic, it's to be ready. One man saved a nation by storing during abundance. You can save your family the same way. one decision, one transfer, 1 month at a time. If you want more practical, faith rooted strategies to help you save money, eliminate stress, and build real financial stability, subscribe and stay connected because your future security isn't built when the storm arrives. It's built while the sun is still shining.